think a little differently.
There was 1 year. My first year, I went back for that.
Really. Gotta make sure it actually does close throttle when you close throttle.
Right.
I can't tell because I can't get in there straight. Nope, she's not closing. So, that means we gotta go up there and do that. Why is that turned at a 90-degree angle almost? What's up with that?
With what?
Why does the throttle cable go like this instead of just like straight? It's bent like that.
Gotta ask the guy who built the thing.
Oh, you're gonna blame it on that guy again?
You're the one
that's working on it.
We can't really blame him because he's no longer with us.
Blame everybody for everything. I don't understand like that. Okay, I get to redo everything again. There's a reason why I didn't take this socket back. All right. That wasn't very tight. Jumping down one. Well, we know it runs. Is it louder than it used to be?
About the same.
Okay, let's turn the light on.
Less smoke.
Was it supposed to be smoke?
Nope. Minimal.
Okay, so see how that up there is bent instead of being straight? I don't understand that. So we're gonna see what we're gonna do about that up there. All right, I need a pair of pliers again. We're gonna pretend that we know what we're doing. Okay, so let's get up in here. Well, the screw did move. That's a big plus.
Well, we got some excitement on video.
Apparently.
A lot of smoke.
Yeah, it's not really exciting around here seeing smoke. It wasn't tire smoke.
Yeah, that had me
Yeah, but you got to do something.
in a state of shock for a second. I thought this thing was gonna
Well,
burn.
hooking the battery is usually what you do. You don't just let it burn itself out.
All I know is to grab a fire extinguisher, and that's what I keep
What's
very
that gonna
close.
do anything. Okay, so now the cable is halfway straight. I'm going to take this screw that I think is loose. Yeah, it's loose. So get in here, pull on that thing, close the other thing. Okay, now I'm going to back this up a little bit up here. See up here? About that much. So get some area to close that. And then in the dark hole up here that I can't see at anything, I'm going to take my third hand and hold that. And tighten the screw up in here. Let's see if it works. I hear it going to click, so that means it might be closed now. Oh, it's all the way closed now. See that? So now, you straighten that thing up there a little bit. And as you work this thing,
So we actually want it to be fully closed when it's
it actually
fully
closes. Usually I want to see this lever bending a little bit like it's got tension on it, but I'm not seeing that. Now the next thing I want to see if it goes wide open, which I'm pretty sure it's probably not. It actually looks like it is pretty close. It's hard to see with that crappy light. Yeah, it looks like it's getting full throttle or close to it.
Nice.
Not quite, but almost. 1/16 of an inch, so it'll probably just do that on its own. The biggest thing is it closes all the way, so the RPM goes down.
Right.
Instead of being at 8,000 RPM for idle. If you notice it's warmed up, it's getting higher yet. Okay, now
It
this
just started
here,
revving on its own.
I'm going to turn this thing down a quarter of a turn. Now this thing here was 3 3/4 out when we started, remember?
Yeah.
Half, 1, 1 1/2. Not very far, 1 5/8. So that is not out very far at all, which is kind of weird actually. Okay, so we're kind of that's not normally where they're at. That usually means there's something going on in the carburetor. Now you want to put this on here so the airflow goes in there like it's going to be under real world conditions.
Uh-huh.
This is kind of how I like that one.
Maybe for fire hazard too, huh?
No, I don't care about fire hazard. I think that's cool. That must be your bad.
You want this bike to...
This must be your bad screw right there?
Yep.
Okay. So why are we putting it in there if it's bad?
I found some threads.
So it can vibrate and fall out?
And fall in the motor.
Well, it was all the way in. I just pulled it out with my fingers. So I didn't rotate it any. So I'm thinking maybe you leave it out.
Yeah.
Because it might cause more damage being in there than out of it.
Probably just retap it later.
It's called making a helicoil in there.
Or a helicoil.
Okay, that one's working down.
Sword pattern, Tatro.
Going there, here. I can't go there, there's nothing there. Okay, those all pull torque. This one here didn't pull torque.
Okay.
Alright. So now what are we going to do?
Give it another...
Screwdriver.
Put this...
Okay. I don't know if we need choke.
Probably not. That
We need to retard it slightly.
warmed it up some.
I think that's some RPM on it.
That's never happened before.
go like that, explode if you want. That ain't how you do it. It's just a problem. There's too much air on it. Turn the gas off. Gas off. Leave it on, leave it on. Leave it on. The throttle completely closed, the RPM's at 2,000.
And it was driving on its own like that?
Yeah, it wouldn't go back down. The clutch works. Clunked in gear pretty heavy, but I just smoked it in, so it's revved in. Why is the idle speed way the hell up there again? I don't know. We have a problem with idling. But now we can turn this off. I'm not sure why it's idling up right now. Shouldn't have idled up after I tried to put it here. We go. It moved about 1/8 of an inch further closed when I did that, so it's all the way closed there, and there you go, 1/8 of an inch more.
1/8 of an inch more.
So this now just decided it didn't want to work. So whatever's going on with this, it ain't going back anymore. Here go close when I did that. Literally goes 1/8 inch more. So you gotta get out here and see what the hell's going on inside your handlebar. It's not closing. Go wide open.
Wide open.
Close again, we'll go back wide again. Now it's getting full throttle, but it's not returning back to idle. Nice. Not even close. It's weird. It's like it's flipped in the housing or something. Alright, well that's a whole nother problem. Alright. Right now you got really high idle.
What's that?
You got really high idle speed.
Really high.
What are you filming?
On the bike?
You like Fred just point out the ground all the time?
No, no.
So, like you at the ground, me. Close the throttle. Close the throttle. Back where it was. Yep. And boy, I moved. Screw is tight. Your brakes suck.
Big time.
It's all mush.
Dry cables.
It's not that, it's just more mush. Doesn't do anything.
Turn on the fuel.
Nope.
Sounds way better. Oh,
Oh, it died. What happened?
oh, no fuel.
Oh, is that what happened? The clutch is dragging, but it doesn't release until you're way the hell out here.
It's just letting up
Which tells me
high.
that inner pressure plate's probably doing this kind of crap.
So it's not even.
You have to adjust it so it comes out evenly. It did trip the tire slightly, so it will lock up. So it did lock up and did that. That's right there. So it did trip the tire, so I'm going to put got something to hook up on it.
Right.
The motor's got so much free play in the system, you can't really tell what the hell it's doing. It doesn't idle down because it won't work too low. So all the jets are completely closed in. You completely turn off the main jet, it's still too rich or something, doesn't make any difference. And the low speed is super lean too. So that tells me the main jet inside that carburetor is too damn big for this application. We can't lean it down enough to make it lean out.
Right.
And you got big exhaust leaks, that's why it throws flame out the tailpipe.
Yeah.
That
The
is,
idle speed sounded way better.
well, it's because it ain't 3,000 RPM. Or because it's got more horsepower because the timing's not retarded. Now you can go like this and make it sound like it did before. Just do that.
Yeah.
It'll sound just like it did before. Crank it up where it belongs, it's different. So the carburetor needs some work. You got to fix the stripped out hole here. We got to figure out why it's got air leak. There's so much air leakage it won't idle down. And either it's leakage or it's worn out parts in the carburetor. The clutch you're going to have to play with a little bit over there to make that work. The brake needs to be jacked up and adjusted and get it so it's like the clutch. You got 15 yards of free play in here and
Yeah.
nothing working. And the cable's a little dry. So that's the piece of wood you put on top of the battery and put the cover back on.
I think so, yeah. I have
You said you didn't have anything else to put on top. Well, that could go back on top. But it goes on top, not underneath.
Yeah.
So I didn't look at the pressure plate to see how much it was wobbling, the inner one. It should have been spinning free, straight, not wobbling. But I bet you it's wobbling when it's running.
You want me to start it up? And
No. I have to put gas in it again. I ran it out of gas for a reason, so you can take the carburetor off without making a mess. So anyway, it's got a lot of stuff that's working now that probably wasn't working before, but it still needs some more work. All right, well that's where we're at for now. At least it runs.
that's